Hi everyone, welcome back to Recruiter.com's video series, Recruiter Tips and Tricks. Today we're going to be talking about company meetings. So studies have shown that over 40% of work time is spent in meetings. And the worst part is 25 to 50% of that time is ineffective and wasted time in meetings. So overall, your employees and your managers could be spending an entire day of their week sitting in ineffective meetings. Although meetings are very valuable, you want to make sure that they're actually being effective and getting the point across and that this time is not wasted. So we have 5 tips for you today on not only how to make your meetings more effective, but also how to spice them up a little bit and keep your employees engaged. So here are a couple of our tips. Tip number 1, you want to make your meetings shorter and time them. Studies have shown that employees and managers and anyone involved in meetings kind of lose their interest and their engagement after a half hour. So that's the golden rule. Make your meetings shorter than 30 minutes and employees will stay engaged, they will stay awake and listening and stimulated by the conversation. And also make sure to, time track and keep track of what you're talking about. Keep meeting minutes on, okay, this topic needs to be discussed for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so you can get everything out there and really talk about what you need to say so that you can continue on with your day. Tip number 2 is try a stand-up meeting. A lot of meetings obviously are in conference rooms, sitting down, and employees and managers may tend to slump in their chair or start to get tired, especially if it's an early morning meeting. So try a stand-up meeting where employees can stand up and chat with each other, walk around the room. Again, it just keeps them more awake, it keeps the ideas flowing. So that's a really interesting thing to try out next time you're having your meeting. Tip number 3, try also changing the location of your meeting. Again, employees are probably pretty used to having it in the same old conference room every time, and especially at a 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. meeting, this can really get boring and tiring. So try changing the location of your next meeting, maybe even having it at the local coffee shop, or even just changing it to the lunchroom in your office. This again just keeps people interested, it brings a new environment, and it really changes some mindsets, brings some new ideas into the meeting. So try changing your location the next time. Tip number 4 is just something quick. You want to try and provide snacks and beverages, especially maybe if it's an early meeting, some breakfast, a lunchtime meeting, some lunch. It kind of makes employees more excited to be there. They have something to look forward to, and food and coffee and beverages always keep the ideas flowing and keep them awake, keep them stimulated and engaged in the conversation. So this is just a little incentive to go to the meetings and to be engaged in them and share ideas and be really involved. And our last tip for spicing up your meetings and getting them to be a little bit more effective is to start writing agendas and also takeaways from the meeting. So I know that, people have discussed the effectiveness of agendas and if meetings should be that strict or if they should just kind of flow, but overall you should have a rough agenda at least of what needs to be discussed, even if it's just quick jotting down a couple topics that really need to be touched upon. It just keeps your meeting going, flowing, and making sure that it's really covering the topics that you need to talk about. And also takeaways are very important. So after the meeting, write down what you discussed, what the key takeaways were, what some great ideas were, and what you want to discuss next time you have a meeting. Because again, this makes sure that every meeting that you have is progressing towards something better in the future and that you're not just repeating the same thing over and over. So try writing an agenda, writing some takeaways, writing some things that you've learned in your meeting, and this will really make sure that every meeting is as effective as possible. Overall, meetings are really important for teams to get together, to discuss their ideas, for managers to know what their employees are doing, So you want to make sure that they are effective as possible because again, they could be wasting your employees' time and your time, and that's not a good thing. You want to make sure that all time is being used wisely. Thanks again for joining us. Stay tuned on Recruiter.com and our Twitter @Recruiter.com for more videos coming your way. Thanks.